is a child's life worth? How much would you be willing to pay to save one child? How much would you be willing to fiscally save if it meant allowing a few dozen slip through the cracks each year? Would 2.2 million in savings cut it? That's the number the government has given us in predicted savings by closing CYOC. We are told that in tough economic times that everyone has to pay, but I'm confused. In my position of privilege, I see that I have a much easier go than my young offender clients. So who's everyone, and why are only some paying? As a private practice therapist who has worked with children from age preschool to young adults of different socioeconomic statuses, I can tell you that in my experience, the greatest predictor of positive outcome in therapy is providing skills and having a network of family and community support. And yet the government is asking us to ship these kids off to Edmonton, where they will be far away from their family and community supports and away from many of the award-winning programs that were provided at CYOC. We will move them away from their family and community supports for short-term savings, but at what long-term cost? If one of the key factors in reducing recidivism is community and family support, what will the fallout be? If kids reoffend, get entrenched in gang life, and continue along the path of making unhealthy decisions, how much will it cost? We can't give you those numbers. I personally suspect that the fallout will add up to more than 2.2 million in shifting the burden to other government services. I say that because without the services provided at CYOC, programs that are focused on building the strengths and protective factors of youth, many will be left without the skills required for full rehabilitation and become dependent on other services. And guess what? That's the not so bad news. Even worse is watching these kids turn into hardened criminals. But I'll ask you, what if saving CYOC is not just about long-term financial savings? What if keeping CYOC open results in changing the course of lives of youth for the better, as it has done for many in the past? Mother Teresa states that the most terrible poverty is loneliness and the feeling of being unloved. Is this the kind of poverty we want to create? The kind of poverty says that if you're a young offender, you don't matter, that you're just part of the financial burden, that we are willing to ease at any cost. Or we can say, you matter. You can choose to go in a different direction. You are worth the investment. If you want to talk dollars and cents, my bet is still in the research, and that the long-term fallout will be more fiscally damaging to our economy. But if you're like me, and I can see a lot of you I'm guessing are, you believe in our kids, and you believe that they are worth more than dollar cents. And I say to you, our kids are priceless. Let's fight for them. Maybe then they will believe in their self-worth too. When I chose my counseling practice, I chose the word Prusik, a safety knot in rock climbing, or as I like to say, a life-saving knot that locks under pressure. For many of the youth, CYOC is a Prusik knot. But by shutting down CYOC, the government is essentially cutting the strand that has helped hold the youth in a different direction. Okay? This is what the government's doing, right? They're cutting the rope, and we need to say that rope needs to stay in place because our kids are worth it.
Thank you, Monique.